What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Brown here with HauntScene, and with me, as always, my lovely, beautiful, amazing party animal co-host, Melissa Lukac.
What's up, everyone? Good to see you guys again.
You don't have your Transworld wristband still on?
I don't. I already took it off.
What? You have to leave this on for at least a week.
It was
or like you were never there.
No, well, I mean, I have the pictures and videos to prove
All right.
I was there. But it was bothering me while I was sleeping.
So thank you for watching wherever you're watching. We should be streaming on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let me pull up the chat here. What's up? Let me know where you're watching from, all that good stuff. And that's a nice shirt you're wearing.
Isn't it a nice shirt? Do you know who it's from?
Where did you get that from?
I got it from Haunt Shirts booth at Transworld.
What?
Haunt Shirts.
I also got a shirt from HauntShirts.com.
You also got one.
And I bought a new hat as well.
You got a new hat.
This is true. So
and I got
let's
a beanie.
hold on. We have a new camera angle for that. Look at that. Look at that's right there.
Right
there we go. Look.
Look at the
hold on. We got to show the brand. Show the brand. HauntShirts.
It's on the back. See, look.
What? Show what's going on. What? Is there stuff on the back? Oh, there we go. All right, we're good. All right, thank you so much for indulging us with that. What the James Wynn just pops on right now as we're doing that. So very cool, awesome. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I expect things to go wrong this episode because this is our season 8 warm-up episode. So we're gonna do a couple warm-up episodes before our actual season premiere, which will be on April 5th. My voice is still gone a lot from Transworld. I almost died. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yes.
So
that's not funny. I'm just saying.
I mean, we survived.
We
We're
survived.
all right. Okay.
We're here.
All right. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's say that you don't know what Transworld is. Transworld is like the largest haunted attractions convention. It's a huge Christmas show, escape game thing. This is where you go and buy all your masks and costumes and props and blood and airbrush materials and animatronics and a million other things. So before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about why HauntScene goes to Transworld. This was our 3rd year that we've gone, and we went last year, and 2 years the year before that. So 3 out of the last 4 years. And the reason why we go, and everybody goes for a different reason. Maybe you're a buyer or you're a vendor or something like that. But the reason we go is mainly to network. So we do a lot of haunted attractions, and one of the downsides to what we do and our goals is that we only get a chance to stop by haunts like once. So very rarely are we able to make return trips to anything outside of Florida. So we go to network, we go to schmooze, we go to meet people. We go to figure out new haunts to connect with, because we're trying to do one haunt in every state. And we mainly go it's like a family reunion. It's a way for us to reinforce those bonds with our friends in the haunt industry. Because remember, what we do is we try to support the haunt industry from the inside out. There are a lot of people that support it from the outside in. We support it from the inside out. And that's why we go. That's why it's important to us for us to be there, and why we go to a lot of haunt conventions, because we want to support the industry however we can.
Freddie says your stream is locking up.
Shouldn't be. Nope, we're good. Okay. Shouldn't be. All right. So,
I think things are already going wrong.
No, they're not. I have 0 drop frames, man. We're good.
Okay.
Freddie, I think you got to get off of
I think it's just you, Freddie.
3G. All right. Oh my God, please tell me not, because that would make me sad.
We were talking about.
I was ready to go. So if you haven't watched the show before, this is HauntScene. We are a travel show for spooky shit. We try to connect people to haunted attractions and other scary stuff. So we love haunts, and we meet a lot of like-minded people. You gotta come over this way. There you go. Not that close. I mean, unless you want to. Hey-o. We got to spend a lot of time together in the last few days.
We did.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, looks good on my end. Michael Burnett says, okay, good. Okay, well, it's okay. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. We've got one of our patented picture PowerPoint things to display, but you can get a Halloween Syndicate shirt, a 1031 hat. You can get that shirt. You also have other
Halloween
things. Show off the
flag.
booty shorts. So a new thing that we're going to be doing this
Not
season.
wearing these yet, but
You should put those. You should put those on.
Should I put them on right now?
Yes.
Should I go change into them?
No, just on camera.
No, I can't do it on camera. I could do the tank top on camera.
All right.
Want me to do it?
No, we're good.
You sure?
We're good. We'll worry about the OnlyFans later.
I have a tank top under this.
Of course you do. Just show off real quick. So as you're showing off and modeling these things, one thing that we want to do a little differently on the show is normally we wear our HauntScene shirts. We're gonna try to start doing a little bit of cross promotion.
I got the same one Johnny got too. I got this one.
With the amazing haunt brands that are out there. So first one is going to be Haunt shirts. I'm sure we'll be wearing their shirts again, but good stuff. What else you got?
Oh, I also got this one.
Okay. Awesome.
I love this one.
Nice.
No.
And then you picked up, hold off on that one. Hold off on that one. Yeah,
Okay.
hold off on those. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's get in here. Let's talk about some images. I got a little slideshow set up. Whoa, that's a preview of next episode, because what we're going to do next episode is we're going to pin every haunt that we've been to already, all 87 haunts in the 17 states we've been to or something like that. We're going to pin them in and shade everything next episode. So that'll be our second warm-up episode next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So that is going to be a good time. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. There we go. So we're going to talk about Transworld, all the people we ran into. I know we're going to miss people. I'm sorry.
We ran into so many people.
So it's too many people
awesome.
to really to include in 1 hour. And then we're going to go through and give you our top 10 tips for Transworld attending. And maybe you've gone a couple times. Maybe you're going for the first time next year. We're going to give you some tips on things to keep in mind when you are going. All right. And Illumahaunty, absolutely.
Illumahaunty.
Okay. So here we go. Okay, Transworld is amazing. It's in St. Louis. Next year, it's going to be in February, so it's going to be cold. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Maybe snow.
No. Don't even say that out loud.
No, I haven't seen snow.
We're going to see probably snow next fall.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
good.
that's fair. That's fair.
It's cold, man. It gets cold.
I know.
We're going to talk about that specifically a little bit later. All right.
Okay.
Hit the little likey thing, hit the hearts and all that stuff. So Transworld, let me know if you went to Transworld. Put that in the comments. That would be awesome. All right. So first stop, our literal first stop when we got to Transworld, because we didn't get in until Thursday late because of our stupid flight being delayed several hours. But on Friday morning, our literal first stop, once we found out that they were going to be there, was to stop by the Haunt Society booth for Zach Andrews and Bobby Rowe from the House's October build. If you're unfamiliar with Haunt Society, it is a website, hauntsociety.com, and it's a national directory of haunted houses. And we got a chance to meet them for the first time IRL. We've had Zach on the show before. But they're so cool.
They're really cool people to hang out with. Like we hung out with them for some time, and they were really cool.
I think we fanboyed a little.
I definitely,
yeah.
I
was like holding it in. I was like, you guys are. Cause we did start HauntScene before. Technically, I started HauntScene before I saw the House's October built. But one of the first things I showed Melissa when she joined the show in season 3 was I was like, well, here, let's watch. I had seen the House's October built. I was like, this is the kind of like what it's going to be like.
That's the first movie I saw before coming on HauntScene. I was like, this is what I'm gonna get into. I'm tapping out, Johnny. I'm tapping out.
No tapping out. No quitting.
Tapping out.
Nope. So we got a chance to meet them. They are super duper nice. They invited us to have a drink with them at the Four Seasons. It was amazing balcony. It was really, really cool. They came out to the Marriott bar. So I want to give a shout out to Bobby and Zach. They are super cool to talk to.
So
if you
nice.
ever have any doubts of whether they're like legit haunt fans, they are legit haunt fans. They're super down to earth, super cool to talk to. They had some merch. We got some buttons. I got snow cap. We're probably gonna need this next year because it's gonna be super duper cold. Yep, I got one of these Haunt Society shirts. So they have swag, and then my prize. And if you've been following the show for a while, you know that I've been looking for this damn shirt for I don't know ever. And this is out of print from
finally got one
from Terra Threads. They're not printing this anymore, but they actually had some on them. So if you ever see Haunt Society out there, they only have a finite amount left. And yeah. So it was really, really cool.
It was so nice to finally meet them in person. Like we've talked to them online and stuff, but meeting them in person was surreal. It was really neat.
Yeah. So I do love movies about haunts. Yes, I do.
Yes, we do.
Terry Harlow's
Yes, we
haunt.
do.
All right, so that was cool. We could talk about this all day. It was really really cool to hang out with them. And this was like Friday was like the best day ever. It was the best day like of my entire haunt career ever. Like we met so many people. So many people stopped us to talk to us. We were just like we could barely walk the floor because we were running into people we knew, vendors. People were stopping us. I've never felt like a celebrity before, but
Yeah, it felt amazing.
It was really really neat. So thank you so much if you stopped us, took a picture with us, all that stuff. It was really really cool. Definitely made me feel good that day about what we do, knowing that we're trying to do things the right way, and people like that. So that's good. So Love Haunt Society, check it out. If you haven't seen The House is October Built 1 and 2, check that out. Melissa bought a signed DVD copy of the movie.
Both movies.
Very very cool. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on. So we saw some of our YouTube / haunt media friends. Obviously, Grim Life Collective. They just put out a video on YouTube. They do awesome vlogs. They were there doing the thing. Love them. They've been on the show before. Saw Haunt Informer. They were awesome. Really cool. Up and coming haunt media. And then obviously SNR Travel Stories or Swirls and Rudy. I guess Swirls and Rudy. Got a chance to hang out with them a bunch.
Cool
They have really cool costumes. They went to the ball. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But that was really really neat. Gotta move on. Can't stop because we got to talk about a lot of stuff
and we're
here.
moving on.
Yep. Friday was an amazing
Friday
day.
was a great day.
Yeah.
And so was Saturday. And the ball was so much fun and seeing everyone in their costumes.
Yeah, it was really really cool.
Really good time.
Yeah. All right, moving on here. We've got Conjured Media here, Alex Merland. We've got Still Beat Studio. Ivan here. We love Ivan to death. Alan Pop's awesome. Hopefully you've seen the reel that we put out on Instagram with Melissa dancing with a bunch of their characters.
That was a good time.
Obviously Tater here. Only got a chance to see him in like passing. So like some of these were like really quick. Like let me get a selfie.
Really busy.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk to him.
And obviously Tabitha and Josh from CFX. We absolutely love them so much. Josh being the booth babe and all. So he did a pretty good job about staying in the booth. So we had some concerns about that. But love seeing them there. It's just so you see so many people. It's like social overload that day. Yep. All right. So moving on. We saw like a bunch of people from the 13th floor, different haunts there. Obviously our buddy Logan, who was there. We saw some people from Jacksonville, Nashville Nightmare. Really, really cool. I know 13th floor, the company had like a booth there, entertainment. So that was really neat to hang out with them on the first night. Great people. We love Logan so much. Logan's like one of our BFFs in the industry. And he's going to be here. I think this is public now. He's going to be here, I think, through April working on Jacksonville. And then he's going to be the GM of Nashville Nightmare, which is awesome. You've been there.
Nashville's fun. I've been there before.
So congratulations. I know that's like his dream job. So that's awesome. And then we'll have to go and visit him up there.
You have to go check it out.
Yeah.
I know you like it.
So really cool. This is the Marriott bar. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So that was awesome. Yeah, this is where you go if you want to hang out with all the peoples. And then just some miscellaneous people here. We got an actor from top left.
Oh, top left, actor from Red Vein. He actually recognized me when I was at the party and we took a picture together.
Very cool. Yeah, we love Red Vein. We saw our buddy Freddie Hiccup Webb doing the things in South Florida. Saw Rise. You know what's really cool? Because we ran into Rise and I also ran into 13th Gate there. And I just got a chance we went there last season. We did our trip in like Louisiana and Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. But just getting enough time to decompress about that haunt months and months later and like legitimately like praising them. Like these were so good. Love talking to them.
Two great haunts.
Very cool.
Rise and 13th Gate. Amazing. So it's so nice to see them again and talk to them.
Yeah, like I said, this is strengthening those bonds in the haunt industry. That's what we do. We're not there to flex. We're not there to we're amazing. We're there to get with our friends, right? Eddie McLaurin here on the bottom right.
Eddie's awesome. Eddie.
Love Eddie. Woods of Terror.
Really fancy
so awesome.
For the party. I loved it.
Very cool. We got Mandy Macabre, Devil's Little Sister here on Instagram. Awesome
She's nice to
character.
meet
She
in
also
person.
makes a bunch of stuff really cool. Derek here. I couldn't get Derek and Maximus together. We would have been like the
You
trifecta
would
of
have
Ginger.
the triplets, yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see
Gingers.
him. All right, very cool. Melissa making friends here with
Always making friends.
Creature Corpse.
Mhm.
Got a chance to actually talk to them. Very cool. Morbid Playthings here. I forgot to include this image, but we did a big group photo of Scurryface, and Nick was there from representing Haunted Honeymooners and us, so we took like a big Alum Hauntay video photo. That was really cool. Creature Collective, we met them at the show. Top
awesome.
right. Great booth, super nice people. We love them so much.
They turned out they were based out of Michigan.
Yeah,
where Johnny's from.
Yeah, so
really cool.
Yeah, they I don't remember the exact city, but they told me. Yeah, I don't remember, somewhere on the hand.
Somewhere on the hands.
Yeah, it's really cool. All right, so Melissa in the throne, but we got a better picture of this a little bit later. There's all kinds of like props and things to take pictures of. Really cool. Obviously, be respectful. Ask permission if you're ever going to take pictures. Yeah. Obviously, got to give a shout out to Maximus Christian Bryant. Is awesome.
This is awesome.
He is.
It was so cool to see him and hang out with him again.
Yeah.
So we spent a few days with him.
We love Max. Max was
Love you, Max.
Max was doing some stuff for one of the booths. We'll just but Maximus, this picture at the bottom left, in the chat, in the comments, let me know how much Maximus looks like me. Let me know in the comments, because that picture's like, if I had hair, we would be like he's seriously cloned mine.
Oh, he needs a 1031 hat too.
Yeah, I need to be like 3 inches taller, and like have hair, or I'm just gonna have Max shave his head.
There we go. Max shave his head. There you go.
There we go. Perfect. Well, we love Max so much. We love seeing him everywhere. So it was really good to spend some time. We actually did a lunch with him at Hooters, so it was good. Yeah, twinsies.
No, we went for the wings. You know.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
It was not a very good Hooters.
Huh?
St. Louis Hooters is not that great. A little bit of a walk, and it rained afterwards. We had to Uber back. It was not cool. All right, but love Max. Love you, Max. Awesome. Just all kinds of characters and cool props and masks.
On doggos.
I want to give a shout out to Courtney McIntyre from Studio 1031, because awesome booth. I forgot to include a picture because I'm dumb, but he really helped us out with a couple things with the trip here. But we got Kirby Farm. We got All Hallows here at the bottom right. James Gregory. All kinds of really cool photo ops. Yep. Melissa found about 3 dogs.
I did find about 3 dogs. I had to go greet them. You know?
The doggos. Yeah. So really cool. It was just such a great event. Yeah. Good stuff. And then want to give a shout out to our buddy Joseph Gortowski, killing it again at Macabre Intentions. Just amazing designs.
Costumes.
We love him. We love him so much. He does such a good job. These very striking costumes, like, they really stand out. A lot of good costume companies, a lot of good mask companies at Transworld, of course, but we love what he does with Macabre Intentions. We've been putting out these images on Instagram, and they've just been killing it. So just good stuff. Check out Macabre Intentions. If you're not following them, you're wrong. Just go and follow them right now.
The costumes are amazing. The bottom left one with the mohawk was my favorite one out of all of them. That was cool.
So these are really good. All right. Our kind of friend, acquaintance, Alex Wode Sharkey, she was modeling there. We saw her on the airport, airplane
yes.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, she's doing I think she's doing the makeup school vamp here in Orlando, so that's really cool. Man, my voice is starting to die. That's great. You're gonna have to host the rest of the show, Melissa.
I got it. Let's go.
Switch seats. Just hit the arrows.
Let's do it. Just hit the arrows and go.
No, that'd be bad.
Hit the arrows to the right.
Yeah.
I got you. I can do that.
Yeah, just don't hit that end stop streaming button. That would be bad.
That'd be bad, right?
All right. Okay. So it is 8:19, and we're gonna take our time with these. Obviously, the show is amazing, and there are hundreds of vendors there. There's a whole section that's an escape game vendor zone. There's a whole Christmas trade show there. There's a lot of stuff. Okay. We've been going for 3 years now, and we're still learning about how to maximize your experience at the event. So what I'd like to do is we're going to go through, talk about some tips for going to Transworld in 2023. Now, one, it's going to be a little bit earlier next year in February, so it's going to be cold there. Yeah, cold AF. But we got 10 tips, and then we have a bonus tip afterwards. Okay. That's a personal bonus tip. Yep.
I'm excited.
So excited. All right, let's get in here. So we've got our tip number 1. And a lot of these are things that I didn't do right. So I'm going to make them a tip for the future.
Okay. So we don't act like wolves next
year.
time.
Yeah. So tip number 1, I would recommend if you're going to Transworld to maximize your trip, spend the extra day and get there a day early. Now, unfortunately, we flew the airline from hell, Frontier Airlines, and we didn't get there till like late. We didn't pull up the Transworld area until like 9 p.m. on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we missed an entire day because of Transworld. So that sucked.
Because of Frontier. Thanks, Frontier.
Thanks, Frontier, jerks. But yeah, I would highly recommend just get there a day early on Wednesday, decompress a little bit. You can pick up your badge earlier if you want to. There are a bunch of after hours events. I know there's a pre-convention bus tour. It takes you to some really cool haunts. So get there a day early on Wednesday. I would highly recommend that. Or get there early AF on Thursday. I would recommend getting there on Wednesday because you'll be a little bit more fresh for the event. So get there a day early. What do you think?
Day early. 2 days early. Why not?
No.
Let's get there Monday.
Some people are still there right now. They're like Transworld tip.
They stay there all
week.
week.
Is like 2 weeks long. I wish I could.
We'll just stay there until next year, Johnny.
Yeah, never take Frontier. That's a good tip. We
know that now.
Yeah.
All right. We know that now.
Tip number 2, and this is something we've kind of taken advantage of a little bit, but we'd like to do a little bit more, is the after hours events. There's all kinds of networking events that you can look up. If you actually go to the Transworld HAA show website, or if you just Google it, you can still see the types of events that were there for this year, 2022, and there will be probably similar events next year. So the Vampire Circus did a performance.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we love Javier from the Horrorland Miami does that. We got a chance to go to the show last year. It was awesome.
It was really cool.
We did not get a chance to go this year because we were too busy schmoozing. I want to go, and this is my goal next year, is I want to go to the City Museum party.
Oh my God, I do too.
I heard it was a little busy because I think it was also open to the public. I don't think it was a private event. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that place is apparently amazing, and Zach and Bobby told us that we should check it out.
Yeah, the City Museum is basically a huge playground.
Yep.
You can go play in.
So we will go play. I will watch you play.
Yay!
I mean, you're a lot smaller than I am. You can climb on
like
stuff.
The tubes and the nets.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm so excited just thinking about it.
Yeah, Vampire Circus was amazing. Clint, from Thrill Geek, you do need to go.
Mm-hmm.
The ball, they had a trick-or-treat vintage Halloween costume ball on Saturday. Melissa got a chance to attend that. I did not. I was schmoozing, but everybody seemed like they had a blast with that. It's good. They got the DJ, they've got like drinks and stuff, and it's a place to just dance and take pictures and hang out.
It was a good time, and they do a different theme every year because it was a different theme last year and the year before. But last year was the first year that we actually went to it.
Yeah, we went last year. Now with Transworld, just in case you're wondering, there aren't a lot of people that dress up. It's not a dress up like horror event. Some people dress up if they're associated with a booth. They can dress up for the booth, but it's not like dress up and walk the floor kind of thing.
It's not like a cosplay con.
Yeah,
more like a Haunters convention.
Remember, Transworld is a trade show. People are there to spend thousands and millions of dollars on spooky shit. So they're there. It is a professional trade show where you can go and have fun. It's cool, right? And if you ever have any questions about Transworld or want an opinion or need to get a question asked, reach out to us and we'll help you out if we can, or we'll try to get you an answer if we can as well, right? Yeah, do the circus next year was good. Vampire Circus was awesome. Moving number 3, and this is one that I need to subscribe to, especially my first year going to Transworld. You got to pace yourself. It is huge, and it is a lot of walking, and it's like sensation overload. Like, it is a lot of stuff going on, a lot of noise and animatronics and costumes and things to look at and people to interact with and stuff. It's really, really cool. what I would recommend is only walk the floor once on your first day. So if you get there on Wednesday, trade show opens up on Thursday, walk the floor once and then stop. Okay, don't burn yourself out. It is overwhelming. If you've never been, you're going to be overwhelmed like I was my first year. But take breaks. That's the thing. There are places to sit, there are places to get food and snacks and stuff like that. But I want to show that this is just one part of it, right? Every little tiny section here is a booth. But here is the full show. So I'm blowing it up because I cut off where the escape room section was and the Christmas show section as well. This is the map from this year. Sometimes they have the Christmas show in like the dome at the America Center, but it takes a whole day to walk the floor if you're doing it right.
That's the whole layout.
Yeah,
the whole floor. That's what it looks. Oh wow.
And
wow, that's huge.
And one thing I would recommend, and I've been guilty of this, and you're gonna miss out on stuff if you do this. What I would recommend is pick left or right when you first walk in, go to the end of the haunt stuff and start there. The next day, start at the other end. And when you are walking the floor, walk the complete rows. Don't skip anything because there are a lot of really cool vendors that are on the end caps, and you're gonna miss out if you're not there to rush through it. So take your time, go up and down every single row, don't skip anything, and you'll maximize your experience there. Definitely walk through the escape game area, walk through the Christmas show area, just to see the props and the scale of it. They got some really cool stuff if you're into that. But you got to take your time. Yeah, take your
because I mean, you could go through the floor once and then go through again and see things you didn't see the first time.
Yep.
Like you could see new things.
And you're gonna miss stuff. You're gonna miss stuff. So you want to blanket this. You want to blanket this floor several times. Just it's too much. Don't. I wouldn't walk the floor more than once on your first day if you've never been. Okay. Awesome. Okay, tip number 4, dress appropriately. Remember, it is going to be cold as balls next year.
Yay.
So I'm looking here at the temperature, 45 or below.
Ooh.
This is a city street. It is a huge wind tunnel. It gets freezing there. So make sure that you dress appropriately for the weather. Bring some extra layers. Kind of like when I was on the way to the airport and I said, hey, I forgot my hoodie at home. And I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that next year because you're going to freeze.
And it did get a little cold at some points, right? And then wear comfy shoes. My dumbass, I wore a pair of boots. And
they look great though.
I mean, they looked amazing, but my feet hurt. So, but yeah, make sure you're wearing comfy shoes. Nobody cares about if you're wearing Keds or New Balance or Velcro. I'm gonna get like I'm getting like 90-year-old New Balance Ked Velcro shoes next year.
You should wear some Crocs.
I might wear Crocs.
Do it. Get a pair of orange Crocs.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Maybe I can borrow them from Clint from Throw Geek.
I think so. He'll let you borrow it.
Yeah. So dress appropriately when you're going to Transworld. Yep. All right. Tip number 5. Gotta do SUGARFIRE. Okay, put this on your list. Amazing barbecue. If you like barbecue, really, really good. The problem with SUGARFIRE is there are a gazillion people at the Transworld show, and if you aren't there when they open, it's going to be like a line out the door. Like it opens at 11 a.m. and I think there's a sign outside that they're open until they run out of stuff. But yeah, be there when it opens. I think we got in line at like 10:30, 10:45, and there were already people in line. So do an early lunch, at least do SUGARFIRE once. Now, if you do miss out on SUGARFIRE, which is about a city block away from where Transworld is, there also is they have like a quick service area at Transworld, but they have a limited menu like pulled pork sandwiches and stuff. Still really good, but I would definitely recommend getting to SUGARFIRE. Brisket is amazing.
Brisket, ribs.
So
and
good.
their pie, too. I had a piece of apple pie.
Third year at Transworld, you figured, well, I mean, I thought I could get away with wearing boots, and I was wrong. So, I mean, it's fine. Like I said, you live, you learn, right? But SUGARFIRE is amazing. Also, Scout Out Food. There's all kinds of places, all kinds of really good places.
Over Under. We tried that.
Over Under was good. Sauce on the Side. There is the Magnolia.
Which is right next to
kind of like a little hidden
Marriott.
gem right behind the Marriott. You can get food at the Marriott bar. There are a couple other little places in there.
Hooters.
Well, hold on. So let's talk about Hooters. Hooters, if you have to walk more than like 3 or 4 city blocks to get anywhere, careful with that.
Yeah,
because
it is far.
because
It is
it
far.
might rain or something like that, and you're kind of stuck out a little bit farther. But there's also White Castle there, but
There's also White
you're gonna have
Castle.
to Uber there.
Yeah, we didn't go there this time.
But yeah, you got to hit up SUGARFIRE especially if you've never been to Transworld. They have one in Florida. That's what I was gonna say. But yeah, look for options. Ask around. Ask people where they went. I'm sure there's all kinds of other good stuff there as well. Very cool. What's up, Haunted Informer? We were just talking about you a moment ago.
What's up, Haunted Informer?
Yep.
Nice to meet you at Transworld.
All right. So moving on, stay and eat, drink close to Transworld. The Skull here is where Transworld is. It's the America Center Convention Complex. There are all kinds of hotels around. Watch the Transworld website. They get special pricing at like the Holiday Inn and the Marriott, which is with like the partner hotels or the host hotel. I think is the Marriott, which is where we stayed.
We always stay at the Marriott.
I like the Marriott because it is literally a block. It's literally across the street.
It's really very across the street, and they got the Holiday Inn, which is down the road.
Yep, they have the hotel, motel,
Holiday Inn.
They do. I think it's a little cheaper. Obviously those rooms go first, like they get sold out pretty quickly because they're cheaper. But it's not too much more walking. Like it's like a city block to walk. But and there are some other hotels. There's a Drury Inn, Embassy Suites, there's Magnolia. So there are a ton of places to go. But if make sure you're following Transworld on social media and go to the website, because they'll actually let you know when the rooms are available there. Yep.
Starbucks.
Drury has free breakfast and free drinks. Okay, so Scorn, thank you for that.
Ooh, I love free breakfast.
Yeah, make friends with characters, ask people, because collectively we all know everything, I guess. But yeah, just plan. Don't just arbitrarily do stuff. Like I think my first year I did Airbnb, and it was like by the Arch. Yeah, I was staying with Oscar, and it was far. It was a long way, and it was cold out. Don't do that. Spend the money. Fly a better airline. Fly a better airline. Get a better room. Okay. Trust me on this. All right. So yeah, and then do some research in the area. Ask some people where they go, because people go out and do things. I know. Tip number 7. This is my favorite tip for Transworld. If you are flying, which we fly.
Yep.
If you are going to Transworld and you go in through the airport in St. Louis, you do not have to do an Uber or a taxi. There is actually a tram. It's called the METROLINK. It's like a people mover type thing. I don't say it's a subway. It's above ground.
Kind of like the same one they have at MCO.
Yeah.
Orlando International Airport.
So it's cheap, super duper cheap. You can just get on the thing that actually dead ends at the airport. So it takes you right from the airport. Then the only con to this is it is like a lot of stops. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stops.
It takes like what, 30 minutes?
It takes about half an hour.
Yeah.
So weigh that. If you want to spend $30 or $100 getting back and forth with a taxi or an Uber, or do you want to spend like $4? Because it's cheap to get on the thing.
Though.
Yeah, you buy a ticket and then I think it was like $250 on the way back. So definitely research the METROLINK. That'll get you right there if you're flying. Right? Very cool. So definitely do that. Number 8, and this is something that we have learned. If you see something you like and it's cash and carry, which means you can buy it on site and take it with you. If you see something you want, whether it's a shirt or whatever, buy it. Do not wait, because by the end of the convention, people are sold out of things. They're going to be sold out of sizes. I know Haunt shirts like sold out of all their onesies.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. We're going to look at a onesie in a moment.
They were down to like extra smaller.
Yeah. So that's another advantage of getting there a day early. Just buy stuff, right? You can order things there. Obviously, if you're a Haunt, you want to buy like, animatronics or whatever, you can talk to the company and order that stuff there. But there is a good amount of cash and carry stuff. Sometimes when I bought my mask for Memorial this year, they're going to want to keep the mask there until like the very, very end so they can show it off so other people can order it. But definitely, if you see something you want, buy it. Don't wait.
Yeah, definitely buy it right there when you see it.
couple bags plus my costume box. Not practical for the MetroLink, but good options for those. Yeah, if you're just doing a carry-on bag, yeah, like we travel pretty light when we go, so it works for us.
Johnny and I wore our onesies to the airport.
Did
when we went,
did.
And I mostly bought clothing,
Super,
so hats,
super comfortable.
shirts.
Yeah, definitely. You got to go to. I mean, there are a lot of. We love haunt shirts. Obviously, James and Melissa, they're amazing. But there are other vendors there selling shirts and stuff like that. So good stuff. So if you see something, buy it. See something you like, just buy it right then. Tip number 9. Speaking of onesie, so okay, I'm gonna say this because you might be a different type of person. I am an introvert. I may not seem like it when you meet me, but I'm an introvert. Like talking to people really drains my social battery, which is why I got completely like burned out on Friday this year, because it was just like network overload. But just talk to people. Don't be shy. Put yourself out there. You're going to meet people in elevators. You're going to meet people when you sit down to take a break. You're going to meet people at the bar. You're going to meet people you're going to have meals with. Just start talking to people. One of the cool things that we like about Transworld is we get the ability to network with places we've never been to. I don't know of a haunt in Idaho, but I might run into somebody that has a haunt in Idaho, and now I know which haunt I'm going to go to. So network, schmooze, talk to everybody, get business cards, bring business cards, exchange information, follow each other on social media, all that stuff right away. Really, really good tip to make sure that you're networking and schmoozing with everybody.
I mean, I ran into friends that I knew back home, people I work with, or, friends I met through Universal or something. So I met them there. So you never know who you're going to meet.
Everybody's super duper nice. We're all there because we like spooky stuff. So, just talk to people, and then once again, take breaks if you need them. There were a couple times where I had to like zone out and take a break just for a little bit, because network, schmooze, talk to everybody. And then last tip here, Marriott bars. The Marriott bar is the place to be after hours, and after those hours too. This is where people like close this thing out. I can't speak for every bar in the area, but I did hear from other people that some bars close earlier, and this is where everybody meets up. Now it's going to be super busy, and the service is going to be slow, but it is the coolest place to run into haunts, and everybody ends up here at least at some point. Like I said, Bobby and Zach from Haunts October Built and Haunt Society, they ended up there for a while, so we get a chance to talk to them. It's really, really cool.
We've stayed down there until like 1-2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Well, I'm an introvert based on how much social interaction that I've had that given day. And a lot of times I'm a teacher. That's my day job, as I train realtors. And sometimes after a day of teaching, I don't have a lot of socialness left in me.
I mean, I know I work with people literally every day between Universal and Discovery Cove, so I'm always around people.
Yep.
So I know how that feels.
Yep. So definitely go to the Marriott bar. Awesome. I think we'll always try to stay at the Marriott. It's just so convenient.
Yeah, it's just right across the road.
Very, very cool. All right, good.
The Starbucks line is crazy busy in the morning, by the way. So that's why I usually like to go when they open at 6 a.m.
Oh, man.
It's another tip, too.
We found a place to do karaoke. They can do karaoke.
I want to do karaoke.
That would be awesome.
I want to do karaoke.
Yeah, I would do karaoke, and then people would put me online singing. And
why not? That sounds like fun. I have videos online of me dancing.
This is true. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you haven't seen her reel on Instagram dancing, it was so fun. That was so good. All right. So those are our 10 tips for doing Transworld. Rapid Pulse Productions House. Yeah, let me know.
Familiar.
We met them. We met them recently. We met them before. Let me know where you're from. Yeah, if you're part of a haunt or something like that, make sure you tag your haunt in the thing.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
That way we can follow up and make sure that we're following you a little bit later. But yeah, Marriott Bar is awesome. Awesome. Good stuff.
We went to a lot of haunts that we went to. Aatrox was there.
Yep.
Everybody was there.
Yep. Very cool. All right. So, and then we have a final bonus tip.
Ooh,
as if we haven't been alluding to this the whole show.
We already have.
Bonus tip: do not fly Frontier Airlines. Don't fly freaking. Yes, we know it's cheap. I know it's cheap, but you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
We had a 3+ hour delay getting there, and we had a hellish 3+ hour delay getting home. We were supposed to get home at like midnight local time, and I didn't walk in my door until like 4:30 a.m. So that picture that I put up of me in the onesie walking in the door on my Ring doorbell, that was when I got home.
I didn't get to bed until 4 a.m.
And all the stores closed at the airport that late, and Chili's didn't even have any freaking chips.
They had no chips.
God,
no
damn
chips.
Oh, it was such a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
And like we knew a bunch of people on the plane coming home, and it was just like, man, we're all in this hell together, but we bonded, I guess. I don't know.
There was this out to get us, you know.
That's right.
Johnny.
Demon Acres, Chamber of Terror, Frontier's garbage. It's true. So Frontier, you suck.
Just between Johnny almost dying and not getting his chip.
Oh, that's right.
Horrible.
Oh, yeah. So we gotta talk about me dying. So St. Louis was trying to kill me this year. I was eating a calzone at Sauce on the Side. This is nothing about Sauce on the Side. This is me eating too fast. And all of a sudden, somebody's talking to me, and I'm like choking, and I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't like, it's not progressing, whatever. So our buddy James Dunn, thank you,
James,
pat me on the back, saved my life, and it was just a big string of cheese, which I had to like pull out of my mouth. It was just this big gob of mozzarella.
Really bad. I was like, Johnny, don't die.
I don't want to die.
Even though like Oogie's 5% mine, so I was like,
yeah,
let me get Oogie.
Yeah, my dog Oogie, 5% of my dog belongs to Melissa. So as I'm sitting there choking and dying, Melissa's looking at me going, "Help him! Oh, somebody help him!
I'll get Oogie.
Oh,
I'll take care of Oogie. I'll take care of Oogie."
Yeah, it's great. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
So if
right?
Melissa ever shows up and Melissa's like the host of the show, I'm dead. So that's fine.
With Oogie by my side.
Yeah, Oogie. Yeah, Oogie co-host. That'd be awesome. All right, so we drove. My friend who's been to Transworld a bunch of times said that was better. Yeah, I mean, having a car is awesome. You don't really need a car once you get to Transworld, but if you want to bring stuff and not have to pay baggage fees and have your be travel on your own free will, I guess. I guess you gotta pro and con that. Do I want to spend the money on gas and bring stuff and whatever, or do I want to fly and just pack light? It's up to you. Do whatever works best for you. But yeah, a lot of people drive.
It's a long way to drive though.
Yeah,
a lot of people that drove
from Orlando, Florida. It's a pretty good hike. So some of you are probably driving even further than that. So I'm not saying whatever, but yeah. And then I'm hearing parking sucks at Transworld. What's up, Nick? All right, cool. So good stuff. What's up, Mr. Nick Berger? All right, so what else we got? We're not done.
What's next? We
got stuff, right? Do we have other stuff?
Do we have stuff? Do we have more stuff?
I don't know. Do we? We don't. Okay, good. Those are our tips for going to Transworld next year. We ended on a
great note that Frontier sucks.
Yeah, Frontier sucks ass. Yep. Cheaper than flying, no issue with TSA. Yeah, well, drive sucks. Yeah, it does. So, but Transworld is amazing. You got to go at least once if you're involved or a fan of the haunt industry. I believe it's open to the public. I wouldn't go just to go. Like, go because you love haunts. Don't go because you want to pad your numbers. Go there. Can you pull that headset off that mask? I'm gonna show that off real quick. So I made a major purchase here at Transworld. And I want to thank George and everybody over at Immortal Masks for me buying my second silicone mask, which is this death mask right here. So let me know what you think of this in the chat. We'll make this nice and big for everybody to see. We go to camera 3 on this one. Here we go. So here it is. Check it out. I would put it on right now, but I'm not going to. So very cool. This is going to go with my Grim Reaper outfit that the robe is made by Studio 1031. And I've got the Gary Fake claws, but it's really cool. These teeth are like a hard enamel plastic thing.
It looks so real.
I know, right? So you'll probably be seeing me running around this haunt season and this guy right here. Another cool thing about buying these types of things is a lot of the mask companies have show pricing. So you'll get a discount on them and you get to take it with you. So that's another advantage to going and seeing that one right there. Very, very cool. So yeah. Go ahead and put that back, please. But that was awesome. That was awesome. And we had a really, really good time. So I know it's a lot of stuff. Very cool. Thank you. It is a badass mask. Yep. Immortal mask, amazing. Yep. I have a CFX mask and an Immortal mask now. So I've got one of each. Very cool. All right. Once again, thank you, George. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, everybody. I know that I missed big chunks of people, but everybody. Oh, I want to give a shout out to See You Scared. We love See You Scared. Obviously, these masks right here. Let's show these off. So these, it's like devil mask and like the Haunters local. It's always haunt season. All these guys right here. I love these so much. They have really cool things on C, the letter U, scared.com. And we were doing lunch on the last day, and we got a chance to meet the. We've met the owner before. And he's like, he at the end, he's like, yeah, don't pay for your lunch. And we're like, well, we're gonna like dine and dash. Like,
I thought he was joking. But
no, he totally picked up our tab for lunch. That was really, that was really, really nice of you. That was really cool. And the House is October Open guys bought us a drink.
They did. They bought us drinks.
So that was cool.
Yes, it was awesome.
And then we had drinks with Scream and Stream and a couple people from Universal. And they bought us a drink, so we definitely got taken care of this trip around. So it was really cool. Yeah.
What's up, David? Oh, I missed you, buddy.
David, I don't think David went this year, man.
No,
we
he
did miss you
didn't
there.
go this year, but we missed you. We missed you, buddy.
Yeah, it was cool. We did see Billy and Karen from Enigma Haunt there. They're part of the Haunted Attractions Association. We saw Alex from Fright Nights down there.
Yep.
It's just so many people. There's too many people to name. But everybody was awesome. Everybody had a good time. This was a nice, fun, drama-free year. Everybody had a good time. Everybody's feeling the good vibe.
It was a lot busier this year too than last year. If you noticed too.
Oh, Dave was in London.
I was in London. What? Traveling the world.
Did you bring me back any Percy pigs?
Johnny loves Percy pigs.
I do love Percy pigs. You can only get them at Marks and Spencer's in England.
Oh yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the show being in February. I think they have to move it because they're doing some remodeling at the America Center. So I think they're moving it because of that reason. Yeah. Yes, very cool. Am I going to be at MHC? Undecided right now.
Ooh, I'm probably going to end up going.
Melissa might be representing HauntScene.
Even if I have to go alone. But I'll definitely, I'll probably be there.
We'll see. I think pretty much for sure we're doing Texas Haunters Convention. So I as much as I wish I could afford to go to everything, HauntScene's not quite there yet. So, but if you want to help us get to all these conventions so we can show you all this cool, scary, spooky shit, feel free to support us on Patreon. Look at that. Whoa, good segue right there. So I do want to thank John Sebastian Lavelle, Crystal Lavelle, Mark Muncie from Erie, Florida, Carrie Schultz, Amanda Rosenblatt. Thank you so much for supporting what we do on HauntScene. I don't want to take money from haunts ever, but if you want to support what HauntScene does, so we can go on more adventures and share these things with you, a good way to support us is on Patreon. We would appreciate that very, very much.
Wait, that's a good question. Wait, Spooky is in June, right? What days is Spooky? Is that the same weekend?
I don't know.
Midwest is June 11th, June 10th to the 12th.
Yeah. I think. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, what did I bring you from Transworld? I brought you a Haunt Society button. It's a 4-leaf clover with skulls on it. So, I did get you something that is literally shiny. You're welcome, Sam Zimmerman. Yep. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Halloween ball? She went to the Halloween ball. David went to the London Dungeons of London. That's cool.
Oh, wow. Cool.
We got some people doing MHC. That's awesome. The Midwest Haunters Convention is awesome. It's, from a vendor standpoint, it is a little bit smaller than Transworld. But when I went a couple of years ago, they had like the most amazing bus tour. And they went to like Hell's Gate and a bunch of other really good haunts in the area. So that itself was worth the price of admission to go on the bus tour a day early before. And I met so many people. We met so many haunters. We met haunters year. I met a haunters year before we actually got to their haunt. So that's one of the reasons why we network that way. Yep.
Oh, Spookala, we're doing that too.
Spookala's coming up. Haunters Against Hate, Texas Haunters Convention. Bus tours are amazing.
Midwest is going to be in Chicago. Yep. So they'll do a bus tour in Chicago of haunts, basically?
Yeah, that's where MHC is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know they did a bus tour before Transworld, but it went to some of the haunts that I've already been to.
I don't think I've done haunts in Chicago.
And another thing with Transworld is keep an eye on to see if any haunts are open. I believe that the Darkness was open in the area. Sometimes they had like the Limp Brewery was open at some point. So sometimes they have some like lights on tours going with these different haunt conventions. So they're really, really neat. But yeah. Well, that was That was a really full show.
That was a fun show.
Yep. If you were here in the beginning, what did you think of the new intro? Let me know in the comments, because we changed our intro a little bit because it doesn't need to be a minute and a half sprawling. It's sprawling
Even
intro.
though it was a great intro.
It was cool. If we had more like credit stuff to put on it,
yeah,
you know. But
then, yeah, you're right. It didn't have to be that long.
I just wanted to tweak it a little bit, just give it a little intro. It's only like 13, 15 seconds long, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Because you're about to see the reverse of it here in a moment.
Ooh,
yeah,
exciting.
Very cool. All right. Now keep an eye out for some shows. Like I said, next week we are going to be working on the map here, where we've got a UV marker and a bunch of UV reactive pins.
Fun.
And what we're going to do is we're going to shade in all the states we've been to, and we're going to pin all of the haunts we've been to. So next week will be a big like recap of everything we've done up till now. And hopefully in the next year or two, we'll get the whole eastern half of the United States done as far as states go. So we're really excited about that. Very cool. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. Now, remember, our season premiere is going to be April 5th on Tuesday at 8 p.m. And we'll have Tian Poplin from she's a character. She's awesome. She gives me suckers and dum-dums.
Oh, yes. Yeah, she gave us a bunch of those at the booth at Transworld.
I think she's bringing a furry friend, a possum, and she does Project Backfire Designs, which has these really cool little haunt props. So she's awesome. Can't wait to talk to her in a couple weeks. So that'll be 2 weeks from tonight. Like I said, next week is technically warm-up episode number 2. Exciting. Very cool. Vampire Circus is awesome. Very cool.
She brings a spider in. You know,
no spiders.
I'm not entering your house.
Nope. No spiders.
I'll do the show from outside.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to follow us on all the things. We do appreciate you following us on everything. HauntScene.com. We run a haunt directory here for Florida. If you want to know what's going on in Florida, it's off season right now, so I'll update it as new information comes out. Our main platform is Instagram. Please follow us on Instagram. Appreciate that. Facebook, if you want to follow us there. Twitter. Email us if you ever have any questions. Please subscribe to HauntScene on YouTube, and we'll probably put this out as a podcast. It's going to be available on all major platforms. I would appreciate any support. Remember, we do this very humbly for the haunt industry, and the response that we got at Transworld this year was very, very humbling to us, because I like that. I feel like we're doing things the right way. People like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we are.
Very cool. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and shut this thing down. Till next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Give me some treats.